Whoa, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Yeah, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Hi y'all, and welcome back to Cup of Cheer. So, some of you may be wondering, if I believe that Christmas is about Christ, then why am I so into Santa Claus and elf culture, and why on earth would I actually splurge and buy an elf costume pajama set? Well, that's a very good question, and I know there's a lot of debate about whether we should celebrate Santa with Christmas if we really believe that Christmas is about Christ. And I don't know, I kind of got into that too when I was younger. Mostly it was my brother who got into that more than me, but you know, every family member or every family has a member or two that will have that struggle within them because Christmas is a very personal thing. So, for myself, why do I love Santa Claus and elves if I believe that Christmas is about the birth of Christ and not about some man in a big jolly suit? Well, personally, I think the two go very well hand in hand if done in good proportions. Because to me, I think of elves as having kind of a servant's heart. I mean, Santa Claus, St. Nicholas, the real man, when he first was living this earth, or when he was living this earth, I should say, he brought gifts to people in the idea of Christ's salvation in a sense too, at Christmas time. And his whole persona got blown up, and now we celebrate and honor him at Christmas. And now he has these things called elves, who help him bring presents to all the good little girls and boys around the world. And while you may debate as to whether or not you want to have your children believe in Santa, or whether you want to teach about the true St. Nicholas, and whether or not you even want to just leave him out altogether because it's all about a babe born in a manger long ago who came to be our Savior, died on the cross, and gave us salvation, that's completely up to you. But personally, I love in a way that we can celebrate Santa Claus, the man who was St. Nicholas, by giving out these gifts that represent the biggest gift we could ever get. And I love that we have these little elves that we can be. Not the mischievous kind. I don't really like Elf on the Shelf personally because it just kind of creeps me out. But I love the idea of elves, that it's kind of like us Christians as servants of Christ. You know, we plan and we have a servant's heart and a giver's heart. And that's what the elves represent, right? I mean, I could be wrong, but to me, that's what elves represent. They're Santa's helpers, and Santa's the one who gives the gifts. But the elves make a preparation for that way. And if that's, you know, our story, then why can't we help celebrate that in this great representation? I mean, weird as it may be, and, you know, it's up to you if you want to do it or not, but that's why I like elves. I love being an elf at Christmas. A clean, very wholesome, hopefully not super mischievous elf who helps prepare the way of the idea of what Christmas is to me, which is Christ's birth. Christ, our Savior, who was God and came in the form of man and lived this weird, amazing life for us and then died for our salvation. I mean, that's pretty amazing. And we're just helping him. Isn't that what an elf is? So to me, I'm a happy little elf every Christmas. Or maybe not always super happy. This has been a difficult year to necessarily be happy all the time, but you know what I mean. I love being an elf. And I'm not ashamed of it. Okay, every now and then I get, guilted into feeling a little shame for being almost 30 and still loving to be an elf. But hey, whatever. I love Christmas. And I love even the weird things. Some weird things. So long as it doesn't take away from Christ. And if you can use pop culture to teach what the story of Christ is, if that's what you believe, then how amazing is that opportunity? So anyhow, that's why I'm one happy little elf each Christmas. And I'm happy to be one this Christmas yet again. Even though I don't feel my greatest, I'm going to try and be as best as I can. And every year I still want to strive to be someone with a servant's heart. Anyhow, that's just a little bit from me to you. So there you go. Why I love elves at Christmas. Ta-ta for now. Merry Christmas and a cup of good cheer from me and mine, including my puppy dogs who are rambling around here, to you and yours. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a